Shalom from Jerusalem. This is Luden Centeno once again, and I need to share my continued story with you that the Israeli government, the Shas party, continues to deny me the right of return, knowingly that they have thousands of Russians who go to church and Messianic congregations, and also Ethiopians, and they came here under the law of return. On Friday's newspaper, our story was written on Haaretz newspaper, and Rafael Aran came to my home and listened to my story. Yet the conservative movement here in Israel, Andy Sachs, and the reform movement, Nicole Maor, has also turned their backs on me. They have not given me the benefit of the doubt. All they did was judge me for no reason whatsoever because we went to church in the past. If you know anything about Moranos or Converso or Anusim, Jews who were forced to convert to Catholicism, you will understand our story. Our names are registered in Spain as Jews forced to convert to Catholicism during the time of the Inquisition. Yet, my rabbi has sent numerous letters to the Israeli government stating to them that yes, we went to church because that was what was taught to us during our childhood. Yet, he told us to meet with Rabbi Andy Sachs, who is the head of the Masorti movement here in Israel. And me and my wife sat in his office, and all he did was judge us, and he did not give us the benefit of the doubt. The conservative movement here in Israel has no say in our legal issue with the Supreme Court. As you know, we are challenging the Shas party, who are heading the Interior Ministry here in Israel, by taking them to the Israeli Supreme Court. As you know, within Israel, conservative giurs are not allowed. Yet, from abroad, out of Israel, they are accepted by the Israeli Supreme Court ruling in the past. The reform movement, her name is Naor. We sat down and we spoke to her on the phone, and we faxed her all our information, and she got in touch with the conservative movement. Andy Sachs and this Nicole and Andy Sachs actually were contacted by Haaretz newspaper on our story that was published this past Friday, and they commented on my case. They specifically said that they did not want to help me. Yet, we have hired a law firm called Yehuda Rav, which are representing us here in Israel. The reform and conservative movement, instead of bringing us in according to what the Torah says, if a man is willing to come into the household of Israel, and if he wants to become a citizen of the household of Israel, you ought to bring him in. And yet they have forgot what the Torah says and what the great Rambam has stated all along. We are challenging the Israeli government, the Shas party, and we are taking them to the Supreme Court in May 2012. This is Uriel, LCP Independent News, Yerushalayim, Israel.